Okay, hey guys, welcome back. So today, this is Pro Bowl 29. So I've customized my own teams to make the Pro Bowl. So basically, the Chiefs are the AFC and the Cowboys are the NFC. Because if I did the actual Pro Bowl, it would go into it would be different. So basically, this is why I have the Chiefs. The Chiefs is AFC with Javon, T-Law, Jake Butt II, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Peter Griffin, John Munoz, Sebastian Walters, Angel Cruz, DeAndre Hopkins, George Kittle, Rob Gronkowski, and then the NFC has Lamar Jackson, Landon Rogers, Young Keku, Colton Meredith, Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Cade Locker, Tyreek Hill, Amari Cooper, Julio Jones, Greg Griffin, and yeah. So this is the Pro Bowl. Hope you guys enjoy. This is basically just a Pro Bowl. This is just a normal Pro Bowl. That's all. So yeah, Pro Bowl for 29. And basically in our universe, the Pro Bowl is after the Super Bowl in our universe, so yeah. So yeah, this is just the Super Bowl.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31.
In our universe,
now
the
second
Super
and
Bowl
4 from the 31.
is after the Pro Bowl is after the Super Bowl. Because it just kind of makes sense. So yeah. I'm gonna mute my mic. Hope you guys enjoy.
Flushed out right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Tackle made at the 20.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 2.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Is good. Makes the score. Chiefs 3. Cowboys nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive. That was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others. But the key to everything for him is the ability to be accurate from the pocket.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was taking
well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
40-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and... Run good for 18 and a first down.
The 43-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
By Jalen Ramsey.
possession of the foot. 36-yard line.
Covered by the defense.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this. First drive and dead 2nd down. Now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other. Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays. Move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 36-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved both days. Recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down, out to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there.
Touchdown
29
AFC.
yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. That almost looked too
NFC,
easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth. Lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He can run for it, and he will. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And he's going to go down again.
Quarterback is sacked.
And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why did he throw it away?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. On 4th down, and how about this, a fake? And this is caught. He will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, you hold him short of the marker. You've got the turnover on downs and then roughing the passer.
That celebration was cut short, wasn't it? Went from raised hands to slumped shoulders as a result of that penalty.
Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Leonard Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 48 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard.
Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. And let's roll on these sacks. We've seen quite a few of them.
I've lost track of the number, and maybe the guys on offense have as well.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start with the option. A little juke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He's going to keep it again. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He was out there waving his arms. Well, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention. Because now...
There he goes, right side. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nick Chubb, 42 yards. And the cheap. Are going to jump back in front. An extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up second
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jackson on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's right. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. Back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense. What adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And again, this time from tailback. Now bottled up. It's out. It's loose.
scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that run blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Working with a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
he's going to run again. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if they were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
37-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills. On there
all the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback.
And got his man complete. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance. Right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game. All that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good. Themselves defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To number 31. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
That's good.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's... The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try. And he's into the clear. 30. Pass the 20.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nick Chubb, the second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots. Quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
86.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Down at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him after the sack here, 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's the option. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that will give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Trying tried to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he
is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now the kick is blocked. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20,
I'm going to show you, man.
5, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. 20, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. That is a tough pill to swallow. all they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble, and they did.
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
So the Chiefs now down on the scoreboard. 1:44 to go. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
11 more yards then go around, a first down as well. A good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Then he finds Gronk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. To get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's the option, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble and could have been trouble.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. But this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now, they got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Please take over 1st and 10.
Just the last play of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
That's game.
This is not a situation that we're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the...
Finish it off. You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
So the AFC has beat the NFC. and we'll see you guys kickoff of week 1. So long, everybody. We'll see you kickoff of week 1. We'll see you draft, and then we'll see you guys on kickoff. We'll see you all next season. And these Pro Bowlers did really good, but we'll see you guys kickoff of next season. We'll see you guys at the season 30 draft.